Hey everybody! I didn't know I'd make a video about today, so I thought, you know what, we'll just go through a little workout I do. We're going to work on our shoulders, our chest, and our triceps this morning. So we'll start with a warm up. Here is one way I warm up. Get a band, right, a rubber band. This helps warm up your rotator cuffs. So the first warm-up exercise is this. Oh yeah, it's all good. So you're using your rear deltoids to pull the band. The band's around chest level. Start to warm these up. Now we're going to take it, put it over our head. Pull it. And remember, one of the best ways to warm up for a lift is whatever lift you're going to use that day, just start with a really light weight. Say if you're going to bench with a barbell, you start with a barbell. Now this exercise, we're just going to pull it. I'm going to hold it here. Hold. Just a isometric hold here. You feel it in your rear deltoids. Go through that. Okay, we're going to go through another series real fast. Warming it up. So why am I always talking about strength training on my channel? Well, strength training is about a lot more than just looking aesthetic and looking really good, okay? Strength training is about longevity in your health, okay? And it is amazing to me how many other health experts don't teach strength training and don't talk about the importance of strength training. All you have to do is meet somebody that's 35 or 40 years old, has never strength trained before, and you'll see how weak they have already become. It doesn't get any better. The older we get, you're going to get weaker and weaker unless you try to incorporate strength training into a routine, okay? So today we're going to start with some incline dumbbells, and remember, I don't have pairs of dumbbells in my weight room. But there are advantages to using single arm movements. You can make sure you're not using any momentum. Like when you're benching with a barbell, your stronger side may take more of the brunt of the work and you don't even know it. So it's good from time to time to do single arm workouts to help build up your weaknesses, say if there's an imbalance. But you also, if you want to get matching pairs of dumbbells and do them that way too, it's awesome. So I'm going to start with a 20. Start the warm up. So in this one we're going to do incline, and I'll just go from here to here, and then we're going to press. I'm going to do 10 to warm up. Seven, 8, 9, and you watch. It's really important. Some people I watch and they go through their workouts really fast, and they try to lift the dumbbell or barbell really fast movements. But it's better to slow it down. That way the muscles do more of the work instead of momentum. So control the concentric, see that? Try to control on the way down. It's also called the negative. And when you're doing one arm at a time, if you have a balance issue, you can grab something like I'm doing here. But it also helps stabilize and strengthen the muscles in your core when you're not using anything. So that's the first dumbbell. We did 10 on each arm to help warm up the muscles. So I like to do something called pyramids. So what we'll do, we start with 20 and then we'll work our way up the stack. So the next one will be 25 pounds. And it's also amazing to me, you know, while I was in college for exercise science, I did a paper on this nursing home that had these patients ages from 75 to 95 years old. And I think there were 15 of them, and they were all on walkers. And I don't know how they got this study funded. This was years ago. But they wanted to see if they put these old people on a regular strength training routine, if they could get off of their walkers. Let's do this set before we know what happened. Okay. 0.25. That was 10 again. As we go up in weight, I usually drop the reps. You know, doing sets sets that are 5 to 6 reps. Those are going to build the most strength and muscle, especially as we get older. I mean, I do the higher rep sets to warm up. And see, while I'm not using anything to balance, I can feel my core muscles working. Not really hard, but you also want to make sure your feet are planted on the floor. So, that's my 25. Then we'll get our 35. So, what do you think happened in this study? I think it was a 12-week strength training program. And they did leg presses, chest presses. This was machine work too, I think. Man, most of it was done on machines because a lot of these researchers assume that's safer. And it can be. So I did leg presses, chest presses, maybe like pull downs, you know, the basic compound movements. And out of the 15, I think, I don't know, it's at least 13 of them were able to start walking without a walker. This is after just 12 weeks. And you used to believe after a certain age you couldn't build strength and muscle. This is ridiculous. They know now that 90-year-old people can build strength and muscle. So the point of the story is most people, or a lot of people in the nursing home, are there because of their muscles have gotten so weak that it's become hard for them to perform daily tasks. I'm seeing this in person right now. My father-in-law is at assisted living, and a lot of the people there, they're healthy. Their minds are healthy. You know, they don't have dementia. Some of the ones I met, but there's because they said that it's starting to get hard for them to perform daily tasks. And none of these people have ever participated in strength training, and they're not now. So here we're gonna go to our 35. So these I'll do 8. Now we're starting to get into some muscle building weights here. So, starting to feel the burn, okay? So, and that's just one benefit of strength training, your mobility and your ability to perform daily tasks like walking, picking up your groceries, getting up off the toilet even, okay? Some people get so weak, it's hard for them to get off the toilet. You can also put your arm in the air like this to help with your balance. Yes, so, you know, some older people, they make taller toilets because it's easier for them to get off of them. And as far as, you know, the reason people start to find a hard time getting off the toilet is because their leg strength starts to go. In fact, legs are the first muscles that start to get weak as you get older. You're only as good as your legs, you know, you heard that? Yeah, legs, very important to keep your legs strong. There's a lot of exercises we can do. So next set will be 40, I guess we'll do 8 again. So, lots of ways to keep your legs strong. A good place to start is bodyweight squats. If you can't do bodyweight squats unassisted, if you have a power rack, you probably don't, but you can hang on to the power rack, you can hang on to the back of a chair, you can hang on to a pole that supports your basement. Something to hang on to if you can't do them unassisted yet. Because the legs are so important, legs and glutes. Always focus on keeping those strong. Yes, as I get heavier on these dumbbells, while I'm doing them unilateral, you can definitely start to feel your abs kicking in. So that's one advantage of doing unilateral. It's also easier to get the dumbbells in place when you're by yourself. Doing heavy dumbbell presses with both hands while you're by yourself is kind of tough. It's possible. I've done them, but it's kind of tough getting them in place. But when you're doing in a one arm at a time, you can use both hands, say like I'm doing, a little bit of momentum to get them in place. And so, leg work, I mean, it's important to work every muscle. I'm going to try to get every muscle group as strong as possible, but legs, first thing to go. So even if a person doesn't have enough balance to do freestanding squats, or even they're too weak to do them with assistance here, well, some people really are negative about the leg press. But anybody who's negative about the leg press, I won't listen to. Because, in the perfect world, we can all squat and all these things. But we're not in a perfect world. And I've had people, I work with people now, that still can't do a proper squat. Balance issues, pain issues, injury issues. That's another thing you got to understand. When you start to train and start to get more advanced in your training, you need to learn how to work around injuries. Sometimes you get strains and stuff. And some people just quit working out until it heals. But that could be weeks or months. So you have to learn how to work around injuries so you can keep progressing. So we're going to do the 50 now. Probably try to get 5 to 6 reps. Starting to get a little heavier here. Oh, we got it for 7. Okay, that's a good one. 7 reps. Oh, so leg press is really good to build strength. If they can't do any type of squat, leg press will start to build strength. Another good exercise, if you have access, is a lying or seated hamstring curl machine. Start to strengthen the hamstrings. Lordy, let me catch my breath, guys. One more set with this right arm. Now I gotta do 7, Jesus. I usually top at 5 or 6. I kind of puss out, I think. But see, it's good to get motivated and work out with other people or on camera, and it'll give you more motivation to work harder. It's good to have a good workout partner if you can find one. Here we go. I have 1 or 2 more on this right side. Of course, I am right-handed, but I didn't do it because I don't want to get imbalanced, right? If I were to do 10 on this arm, it'd be bigger tomorrow. Not really. That's another thing you have to understand about strength training is it's just like natural healing. If you're trying to heal a disease that you've had for years, it's not going to happen overnight. It could take months of consistent lifestyle routines with herbs and juices and plant foods. So the next exercise we're going to do is just going to target my rear delts. So they're called Superman exercise on this. I'm going to use a 10-pound dumbbell, and we use our incline bench gonna lay with our chest supported. I think you'll be able to see me from behind here. Chest supported. And then we're just gonna go out like Superman, right? You can also do these with 2 dumbbells if you have them. I don't. So, also, a lot of people come to me. They don't like the way they look in their clothes anymore. You know, women, so they like to fill out their clothes in the right places. And a lot of women think that as they lose body fat, they'll look good in their clothes again. And so the way most women go about it is they'll do a bunch of cardio exercise and no strength training. And they'll become skinny fat and they won't have any curves. In fact, the curves they did have will probably disappear now because they've only done cardio and they probably have restricted their calories very low, and they've also burnt muscle tissue. And so they're not happy with the way they look, even though they've lost 30 pounds. Well, that's why they're not happy. If you want to have a more shapely figure, or for guys you want to have bigger back, legs, smaller waist, you're going to have to incorporate some type of strength training. Now, I love free weights and I love body weight exercise simply because I've been doing this for years and they work, okay? You see a lot of things like anything, this is the thing though, anything that really stresses your muscle, like you're really working, it's going to build them. That's a problem a lot of people run into, especially women, is they always lift too light. I'll see women, they're doing a set, they're just not even, their face is calm, there's no effort involved. When there's no effort involved, you're not going to get any progress. You have to, it has to be hard. To build muscle, you have to push yourself, okay? You have to always try to do more reps or add more weight. Now this next exercise I've been doing, it's a new one I'm trying. It's about 3 months I've been doing this. It is decline push-ups with push-up bars for my tricep work. And these have made my bench press go up. My bench press has been kind of stagnant, but these are making my bench press go up. And let's see if I can get in the camera here. But we're going to be pressing. I like to press just like this from this angle here. Not straight, but flared. So how we do is we get our push-up bars on the floor in the position we need them. Put our feet up on the bench. Very tough. A lot of resistance on those. So we're trying to build a more shapely physique. You have to incorporate some type of strength training. Now, other benefits of building muscle. Better blood sugar control. If you have type 2 diabetes, or even type 1, when you start to build muscle tissue, you'll notice that your body is going to be able to use your blood sugar better. So what this means for you is your blood sugar should start to come down as you start to build muscle. Also, strength training exercise is really good at burning. The energy source for strength training is going to be carbohydrates. And of course, with the diet that I teach, the whole foods plant-based diet, you'll be getting a lot of complex carbs that burn really slow and they keep your blood sugar level. So you get my strength training with a plant-based diet that incorporates a lot of whole foods. These whole foods burn really slow in your body. They don't give you crashes up and down. They give you steady energy. This is going to help your blood sugar. And a lot of people are confused about weight training and heart health. But weight training does give you a healthier heart. When you're doing these movements, it increases your circulation, your blood, your vessels, they expand. You know, they talk about getting the pump. When you get a pump, your blood vessels are expanding. You remember when we talk about when the vessels get bigger? Well, their blood pressure is going to go down. They have found if you want the healthiest heart possible, they have found the best way to get it is to combine some type of strength training with cardiovascular training. This will give you the best heart health. Oh, see there, guys, effort. I'm not gonna say it's fun, but it's rewarding, okay? When you get done your workouts, you'll feel like you accomplished something, and you have. Now starting to work up some heat here. There was also a study that found people with a muscular upper arm, that the bigger it was, within reason, within natural limitations, they found they had healthier hearts. The reason being is when your skeletal muscles are strong, it takes pressure and workload off your heart, because it's easier for you to do things because your body's stronger, and so your heart isn't as stressed when you're trying to do physical activity when your skeletal muscles are stronger, they found. Very interesting. Another thing they found recently is if you have muscle, you build muscle, you have strength into your older ages, it actually slows aging at the cellular level. DNA, they know that your cells age slower. I don't think they know why, but for some reason when you start to get strong, build yourself up even into your older age, it slows down the aging of your body. And look, it can be tough. Look, you see me this morning, it's a pretty hard workout, but it's not like running a marathon or something, you know, or doing a 400-meter sprint. You'll get used to the intensity of your workouts. And another thing people worry about is time. Let's talk about time. Let me hit this set. It's not about time. It's about effort. In fact, we're almost done with this one. You can work out 2 hours with weights. But if your effort is low, your results are going to be low. You could do a 20-minute weight workout, pushing hard, your results will be awesome. I'm training someone right now that is 57. We do 2 full body workouts a week. It's been 10 months. Their results have been awesome. But those 2 workouts a week, it's an hour workout. We do 2 hours a week. And they have built a lot of muscle. They're starting to get shapely. And it's all about intensity. We're going to finish today's workout with some lateral raise. Yes, I do these one arm at a time too. So you may have to hold on over here for these. These build the outside of your shoulder. The middle delt, they call it.